let's get started on the Travis Scott stuff. Obviously, a lot of the videos are TOS, so I can't watch it on stream.
I just want to send out prayers to the
is when no drip.
To the ones that was lost last night. We're actually working right now to identify the families so we can help assist them through this tough time. You know, my fans really mean the world to me, and I always just really want to leave them with a positive experience. And anytime I can make out, you know, anything that's going on.
Yeah, the parts that I did see, thank you for the 5 gifted, Sanju. The parts that I did see, I told you, like, it literally looks like straight ritualistic sacrifice. So, like, any conservative that watches that shit is gonna straight up, any conservative that watches that shit is gonna be like, oh, I knew it. Like, this is ritualistic sacrifice. Like, black man doing rap music is killing the teenagers. Like, because especially when he's humming, dude, it's crazy. Like that video when he's humming over the whatchamacallit, over like the crowd as they're like literally trying to body surf the kids away. Dude, some shit happened. Okay, you want to know what my speculation is? I don't think that like someone was jabbing people with needles, but I do think that maybe someone was distributing like really like a bad dose of drugs. Okay, that's my speculation. Don't get mad at me. I think like just like a crazy some crazy shit. Okay, most likely a lot of drugs get passed around. A lot of drugs get passed around in concerts like this. Okay, and you know, you always have to be careful. Don't do fucking drugs at concerts like, or don't do other people's drugs at concerts like this. Obviously test it, get your fucking test kits ready to go beforehand. You know what I mean? Like there's just there's shit like that. Bad organization played a role. Like people were overcrowding areas. Okay, overcrowding areas that they weren't supposed to be in. There was no like precautions to stop in a situation like that.
Hassle.
People were fucking trampled. No, people just literally got trampled. Bro, there were fucking people like seizing up on the ground, dude. I mean, that was just nuts. There was a major issue with overcrowdedness too. Live Nation were the organizers behind the Astro First and has a history of multiple OSHA violations. That is not surprising. The crowd safety expert says the surge at Travis Scott Astroworld Festival wasn't concert goers' fault. The crowd of safety experts said the chaos of the rapper Travis Scott Astroworld Festival was preventable. At least 8 people died and hundreds were injured during the first night of the Houston event. The experts said organizers let people flood into a known danger area just in front of the stage. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like there was so much overflow.
First seen in Houston at a growing makeshift memorial outside the site of that concert disaster. People leaving flowers to remember the victims. What happened is now the subject of a criminal investigation as authorities try to sort out what led to 8 deaths and dozens injured, some still hospitalized.
And 50,000 people were in the audience that night at the Travis concert. Friday night, when some surged forward, compressing the crowd at the front of the venue into a dangerous crush of bodies, unable to move, some unable even to breathe. And now so many questions yet to be answered.
And among those questions, how long did it take to stop the concert?
The greatest article of all time was from People magazine. Pregnant Kylie Jenner was safe in an event that, where 8 concert goers died. I'm like, thank God, dude. People's magazine, which also included another article, another headline, an incredible one about how Chris Pratt went to sleep upset because of tweets. They've just been firing some of the best fucking articles, dude. I mean, wow. Like, what an incredible fucking take, dude. Thank God. Thank fucking God, dude. That's some fucking good ass journalism right there, dude. It's just what I want to know. People were getting on top of the cars that were trying to rescue. Yeah, that's one fucking dude who was like an asshole, okay? Fuck that guy, okay? Throw that guy in jail just for funsies. But, like, if you think that one guy is the reason why, like, this is what I'm saying. Like, you cannot point to a single individual, okay, and be like, that's the reason why this shit fell apart. That's psychotic, dude. Like, okay, there was a guy who was standing on top of a fucking medical cart, okay? What was the medical cart supposed to do? Like, if he wasn't on top of it? I mean, is he still at fault? Yes. But you're like singling out like random fucking people who, I mean, that guy is like very single outable. He is a giant piece of shit. I mean, fuck that guy. And he's like literally trying to bank off the clout of like, and claiming this is cancel culture. So yeah, absolutely fuck that guy. I mean, what a piece of shit. But also, you know, if you're fucking pointing the finger of a blame at that like random dude, you're ridiculous. Yes, I know. This is the important part, okay? This is the important part. The cops knew that it was a mass casualty event 40 minutes before it stopped, and they decided not to stop it because the dumbass cops thought it would cause a riot. Yeah. That is what I'm saying. I thought that they actually fucking told the cops actually told the venue to stop it. They didn't?
And how effective was security? Authorities saying more than 1,200 police officers and private guards were working the concert.
Dude, someone in the chat just said, did you just say there's no such thing as cancel culture at this moment? Like, I just broke a chatter's brain just then. Motherfucker, if you're doing criminal shit, like literally obstructing an EMT from like going and saving people, that's criminal, okay? That's not cancel culture. You're a criminal. You have done a crime, okay? And I hope you go to jail. That's not cancel culture. That's called a crime. That's called doing a crime as a criminal, okay? Bro, I'm going to fucking prison, dog, for cancel culture. This is fucking bullshit. Yeah, cancel culture is when the government sets rules and regulations in an effort for society not to fucking collapse, and you refuse to abide by such rules and regulations. Oh man, I can't believe it's cancel culture that I'm going to jail for murdering someone, bro. This is bullshit. I am a victim of cancel culture. It's just like, it doesn't mean anything anymore. People just fucking lie about everything. People just like attribute everything to cancel culture because like it's the number one reflexive fucking defense. And all you dumbasses are like, yeah, I'm gonna be canceled too at my job at Jiffy Lube. Yeah, bitch. Cancel culture will impact you. It won't impact fucking, you know, Travis Scott. It'll impact you. It's called when your fucking boss fires you for literally any reason whatsoever. That's what the real cancel culture is. When you're a fucking Netflix worker and you get fired from your job for starting a movement within Netflix because you're fucking upset about the Dave Chappelle special. That's the real cancel culture. Not fucking Dave Chappelle getting $20 million and you know, people being like, yeah, this sucked. Your fucking stand-up special was dog shit. Oh man, it's cancel culture. Yeah, dude. I love when people make like shitty products. Okay? I love when people just make shitty products, and as long as they say, oh man, criticizing that shit product is cancel culture, they can get away with it. Dumbasses. Okay.
And Houston's police chief also addressing one disturbing possibility that individuals were injecting strangers with drugs. ABC's Marcus Moore is at the concert site this morning and joins us live with the latest. Marcus, good morning.
Well, Gio, good morning. You can see the growing memorial just behind me here at the park, right outside the park where this concert was happening. And there is so much pain here in Houston this morning and unanswered questions about how so many people were killed and critically injured, including children. This morning, a criminal investigation is underway as we learn more.
So wait, hold on. There's like some TOS, I think. Travis Scott thinks revolution is when you insult the security of a concert he paid for. Police say Narcan was using a security officer at Astroworld who passed out and had a prick on his neck that looked like a possible injection. Yes, I saw that as well. I don't know. That could have fucking happened. Okay, I don't think that's the main narrative is that like that is the reason why people went buck wild, because they got scared because someone was just like fucking boom 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 clapping people up. And I don't know if that's the case. I don't know if that's the case. I don't think that is the case. Okay? You believe in conspiracy again? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. I don't believe in conspiracy theories. Shut your mouth. We'll know more details soon. Okay? I don't know. Don't know what the deal is. Okay? But I think personally, from my experiences going to concerts and whatnot, it is more likely that there was someone fucking handing out like a bad batch, like a really fucking bad batch of drugs, rather than someone like fucking injecting people with a syringe. Okay? Like randomly. Like a goddamn assassin. That's all I'm stating. That is all I am stating. Nothing more than that.
About the lives lost during the pandemonium at this Texas music festival.
Okay, hold on,
It
I'm gonna
left
hide
8
some of this.
people dead. The youngest victim, just 14 years old. Overnight, one victim identified as Brianna Rodriguez, a 16-year-old high school junior, and 21-year-old Franco Patino, an engineering student at the University of Dayton. Approximately 50,000 people attending global superstar Travis Scott's sold-out festival in Houston when authorities say the crowd began surging the stage. One fan seen here being lifted off the ground and carried out. 300 people had to be treated. Fans reporting having to gasp for air, crushed in the crowd.
I could feel myself like if I was drowning underwater, like I was gasping for air and I couldn't get it. And I was screaming like I've never screamed before and nobody could hear me.
Her husband laying on top of her, shielding her from the onslaught of people.
It was very hard and scary, but I just laid on her to make sure nobody stepped on her head or her face, but she kept on screaming.
Scott pausing his show when he noticed a fan in distress seen in his Apple Music live stream.
See, that's what I mean. That's what's fucked up about it, bro. He literally stopped the show. Like, he should have just... the moment that you stop the show, it's like, oh, dude, this is fucked up. This is way worse than I thought it was. We should stop the show completely. You see what I'm saying, chat? Do you understand why I think it's like he is at fault here? This is the reason. Travis Scott sacrifices fans at concert for Kylie Jenner's vaginal discharge. Yeah. That's something I'm not going to watch, okay? That just seems... What the fuck, dude? I'm definitely not watching that. I feel dirty clicking on that link. Like, even hovering over it just made me feel dirty.
Somebody help him. Somebody passed out right here. Somebody passed out right here. Hold on, don't touch him, don't touch him. Everybody just back up.
The crowd would shift one way and then shift the other way. And then at some points, you know, you'd be like your shoulders were so like tight that like sometimes your like feet would be off the ground and you're just like moving.
Just 5 minutes into Scott's set, concert goer Ryan Kushner couldn't breathe and desperately tried to move away.
It was terrifying when I'm trying to walk out and I knew a drop was coming.
Bro, this dude is literally wearing his Cactus Jack beanie after the fucking... Bro, Zoomers are literally at a different level, okay? My lord, Zoomers, what the fuck? Yo, Aiden Ross fans are just... They're operating on a different playing field, okay? They're just not... If I almost died in my beanie, I would rock that shit forever.
And I could hear that it was about to happen, and I knew I was about to get sucked right back into another pit and get crushed all over again.
Kushner says someone ran into the medical tent in a panic, alerting the staff to possible deaths.
They just came over and said, there's bodies, dead bodies in the pit, and y'all need to go and do something about this.
The chaos overwhelming. Police saying one officer at the concert was trying to restrain a person and had to be revived with the opioid antidote Narcan after he reported feeling a prick in his neck.
He was revived. And the
cops are notoriously fucking sussy little bacas when it comes to reporting anything that revolves around Narcan. So that's why I was like, I don't know about that. Okay. Or not Narcan, sorry, EpiPen. Or fucking not EpiPen, fentanyl. Jesus Christ. Like ODing on fentanyl because I touched it. All this other shit, like tactile fentanyl ODs. It's the same as like I went to a fast food restaurant and like they spat in my drink because I knew I was a cop. Like those are, whenever I hear stories from a cop that revolves around fentanyl, or a story from a cop that revolves around like fast food chains, like disrespecting them, immediately I'm like, sorry. That's like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I've seen this so many fucking times. And I've known that this is like an untrue, physically impossible fucking story that you're describing so many times that like that's something fires off in my brain about that. Okay. Sorry, EpiPen for fentanyl. No, I just said the wrong word. Shut up.
Staff did notice a prick that was similar to a prick that you would get if somebody's trying to inject.
And then there was ICU nurse Madeline Eskins. She thought her life was over, asking her boyfriend to tell her son she loves him.
I really didn't think I was going to.
By the way, I'm just saying, like, that could be true. That story could be true. Some fucking isolated incident or some dude that's like, yeah, that could be a real story. Don't get me wrong. I just, like, it's a little sussy, though.
If I wouldn't, and then I fainted.
After waking up, springing right into action.
I was like, okay, well, I'm an ICU nurse. Like, let me help. I'm just trying to go around, trying to control the chaos as much as I can.
Overnight, Scott speaking out on Instagram, saying he is devastated.
I just want to send out prayers to the ones that was lost last night. My fans really mean the world to me, and I always just really want to leave them with a positive experience.
I gotta pee.
I could just never imagine the severity of the situation.
Positive experience. I never want to leave them with an experience where they're murdered. It's good.
Live Nation, that hosted this event, released a statement saying that it's heartbroken by what happened here and pledged to work with investigators as they search for answers. It took about 40 minutes for the concert to be stopped after the first report of trouble. The police chief said yesterday during a news conference that with 50,000 people in one spot, trying to clear the area too quickly could cause a riot. But he did say that the area was ultimately cleared relatively swiftly. But guys, this morning, everyone at that news conference said that the people who lost loved ones deserve answers as to what happened here. Juju.
Marcus, thank you. So many unanswered questions ahead. Thank you. And joining us now are two people who survived the ordeal at that Travis Scott concert, 19-year-old Kaya Reedus and former Marine Lucas Nakarati. Good morning to you both. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, good morning. Good morning.
Kaya, let me begin with you. I know you were there with a friend. When did you first sense that something was going terribly wrong?
About 20 minutes before he came out.
And what were you seeing in the crowd?
I looked behind me and there was no opening to get out. It was like there was just people on top of people, and it was just too much.
And Lucas, I know that you tried to help people along the way. You're a strong guy, clearly, but it took you crushed into the crowd as well.
Right. Yeah, I was definitely crushed. And it was just so intense to where you couldn't even scratch your face no matter how hard you tried. Whatever position you were stuck in, regardless of what you did.
And Lucas, I know you shared video with us, and you could see how tightly packed the crowd was. How close were you to the front, and how much were people crowded in together?
I would say I was about at least 100 feet from the front. So I was towards the middle, near where the camera people were at, and we were just packed beyond belief. So even at that point, I guess that was one of the more intense parts of the crowd, since it was towards the middle.
And you were a former
everyone
Marine?
Just trying to rush into there.
Right. Lucas, you're a former Marine. I know that you stopped to help people, give them CPR at one point. How difficult and dangerous was this situation?
The first person that I gave CPR to, it was just this girl was just screaming for her life. And
for the record, like, people who have been like COVID, these venues, these festivals, like, I mean, even Complex Con yesterday, require you to either have a vaccine, be vaccinated and show your vaccine pass, or have a negative COVID test in like the last 24 to 72 hours. So all of them are fucking like they take like a lot of, that's, the precautions are basic. Oh shit, it's in Texas. I actually don't know. I do not know what the Astroworld ones were. It's Texas. They probably fucking literally yell at you if you're vaccinated. People stormed in because of those checkpoints. Of course they did, bro. I will not be muzzled, brother. It's Texas. What the fuck are you talking about? You LA Andy?
I looked over to her. I grabbed her towards the end, towards the back of the crowd. And when I found a spot where I could lay her down and start doing it, she just wasn't responding. I checked her pulse, I checked everything. I started giving her CPR. After about a minute and a half, she came back. And another girl saw her, started taking over. I looked over to my right to look for a security guard. There was a guy just getting completely stomped on. I just put my shoulder down and just rushed into the crowd and I think I just like trucked like 2 people. I took out the second guy. The second guy was pretty much dead as I got him. I tried for like a minute and a half. People started walking all over me. People started walking all over him. So I did CPR for as long as I could until I felt like my life was now at risk. And I just went to go look for a security guard or medic, but that guy didn't respond at all. I'm pretty sure he was just dead already.
Lucas, that is so traumatic, and you're describing such heroic behavior. Kaya, I know somebody came out, a stranger helped you get out once you fell to the ground, right?
They did that at ACL. You're right. Chad is horny to hate Texans. Yeah, my guy saved 2 people and killed 2 people. I saw videos of people flooding into the concert, breaking through the fences. Those people were not checked for COVID. They could have been passing like VIP checkpoints. I don't know if that was like the COVID checkpoint. Motherfuckers literally have never been to a concert, I feel like. You see like someone breaking through a barrier and you think, oh, they're running in through like the main door. Half the time, they're like, there are barriers everywhere in a concert. You know that, right? Like there are VIP only areas. There are artist only areas. There's like different layers of fucking security and protocol for each individual area. When you see someone fucking breaking through a barrier in a concert, that doesn't automatically mean they broke through the COVID checkpoint. They might have. But like, don't immediately assume that.
Yes, he did. He came out of nowhere.
But again, people like running through barriers, people running in through the barriers and like getting into a concert is again nowhere near as damning as straight the fuck up overbooking. Okay. You've never skipped security at a festival? I would never do that. I'm a rule abider. I would never break rules. I've never jumped the fence, dude. What? That would be breaking the rules.
He just like picked me up, but I'm thankful that he did.
And what was it like when you were on the ground trying to claw your way up? I heard descriptions that were absolutely harrowing.
It was like nothing I've ever like felt before. Like you couldn't even feel anything because you were just in a panic. Like you knew that you had to get out, but it was like, how do you get out of a place that there's no way to get out? Like I'm a pretty tall girl, pretty big girl, and like it was hard.
Hold on, I'm gonna.
Hard for me to get out, and like if it wasn't have been for him.
Oh. But isn't promoting ad block the equivalent of getting past security of the ads that we must watch at the top of the hour, you mean? Because at the top of the hour, there's a 60-second ad break that comes and goes, right? Well, I don't promote ad block anymore. I don't even know what ad block is, chatter. But I do know that at the top of the hour, there's a 60-second ad break. Now, of course, if you no longer want to see those ads, all you need to do is subscribe. You can do that for $5, or you can subscribe for free with a Twitch Prime. Yeah, it is early. I am giving you the early fucking hit. It's this video. You're so wrong about this, but watch this instead. Wait, what? It has not been an hour. I have been counting. Anyway, at the top of the hour, there's a 60-second ad break. If you no longer want to see those ads, all you need to do is subscribe. You can do that for $5, or you can do that for free with a Twitch Prime. That's right. If you have an Amazon Prime account connected to your Twitch account, you get 1 free Prime subscription a month. Use it here. There are other methods of avoiding the ad as well. I'm not going to tell you how, though, because I've gotten in trouble. Okay? There you go. Here's the 1-minute ad break now.
I wouldn't have got out of there.
Well, Lucas, Kaya, thank you both so much for joining us. I know there's a lot of trauma to be healed. We hope you're both well, and take care.
Here, let's watch what Travis Scott had to say.
I just want to send out prayers to the ones that was lost last night. We're actually working right now to identify the families so we can help assist them through this tough time. You know, my fans really mean the world to me, and I always just really want to leave them with a positive experience. And anytime I can make out, you know, anything that's going on, I stop the show and, help them get the help they need, I could just never imagine the severity of the situation. We've been working closely with everyone to just try to get to the bottom of this. The City of Houston, HPD, Fire Department, everyone help us figure this out. So if you have any information, please just contact your local authorities. Everybody continue to just keep your prayers.
Bro, you guys think he put the black and white filter on to like, show everyone that like, this is a sad moment? Kind of wild that he put a black and white filter on his like apology Instagram where he's like, yo, what's up? POV, you said let's keep on raging after seeing ambulances in our concert. At least it's not the dog filter. Oh my God.
I mean, I'm honestly just devastated, and I could never imagine anything like this just happening. And I'm gonna do everything I can to keep you guys updated and just keep you guys informed on what's going on.
And this is like a multiple fucking videos in a row. So which however many, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times he swiped all the way to Tokyo. The black and white filter. Like he fucking literally, he filmed this and then 7 times he swiped all the way to make sure that they were all individually black and white. I just need you to understand how this works. Okay? He literally went flip, 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 flip. It films as one, you boomer. No, I know it films as one, but the filters don't fucking add to every single one of them. You have to put the fucking filter on afterwards, after you fucking shoot the Instagram video.